We've done NVL, NVL2, and null if. So today we are going to conclude this Coalesce. And after this Coalesce, I will show you something on conditional expressions. These conditional expressions enable you to introduce if then else logic within SQL statements. If then else is found in other programming languages, but you can equally use this concept in SQL query. And the two methods that enables you to do that are case expression and decode functions. So this will enable you carry out this if then else logic without invoking any procedure. So practically, this Coalesce, I told you, NVL, NVL2, and null if are mostly used in Oracle database. But other database like MySQL and Microsoft SQL, they also have what they use for null values. So one of such is this Coalesce. Now, another advantage of this Coalesce over NVL is that it can take more than two expressions. That's why you have expression 1, expression 2, up to expression n. But you can equally do minimum of 2 expressions. So I'm just going to use this Coalesce to do the same thing that we did with this NVL. Are you with me? So let us practically see it. In the last lecture, we said we can use the NVL function to replace a null value with any other value that we want. Same thing we will do with the Coalesce. So what we did last time was we say select maybe first underscore name, and then we did commission percentage underscore PCT, and then we call that function NVL. I can even leave it in small lowercase. We said NVL, and we open the parentheses, supplied this commission percentage. And we said anytime you see any row that has null, just replace it with 0. And then we'll close the parentheses. And we'll say from employees. Right? This was what we did. So if you run this, it's going to give you this, replacing every row that has null with 0. Now, if it's not null, if it has a value, then it's going to just bring out that value. That's what the function does. Now, I am going to use the Coalesce instead of the NVL for this. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to copy this. And then I'll paste it here. So I will change this function to Are you with me? Can you see that? So instead of using the NVL, I'm using Coalesce for it. So it's going to do exactly the same thing. If I run this, okay, let me run this one. I run this, I'm getting this, which is my normal select star from employees. Now I want to run this. Let me run this again. I run this. This is what it's giving me. So I will run this again. Now I'm going to run this, giving me the same value. Are you with me? So I can use this NVL or I can use Coalesce. But NVL will only take 2 parameters. But the Coalesce can take more than. So I can have as many other things here. And then it will give me the first non-null value. That is just the advantage. Now, practically, how can we use this? Assuming that, let's say, the company decide to add maybe 2,000 naira to an employee, maybe they are doing salary review. And, like we said last time, in salary review, for any employee that has commission percentage will definitely have commission. So that commission plus this monthly salary will give you the salary review for that employee. Now, let's assume that the company decides that, okay, we want to add 2,000 naira to any employee who does not have commission. They can use this Coalesce. So what would they do? In this place now, all they will do is they will say salary. They will call this salary. plus, now look at what I'm doing. I'm saying salary multiply by commission. So I'm going to close. Okay, I will remove this. Now I will explain. Let me just type salary. So for an employee that has commission, okay, let me just continue. Salary plus 2,000. Then you close the bracket. Now, what am I saying here? I am saying that what the management has decided to do is to add 2,000 naira to any employee that does not have commission. Are you with me? So what this will do is it will go to the salary column. It will pick the salary. Then you can see that this is bracket. Operator precedence. Don't forget, we've done that before. Looking at this now is going to work on what is inside this bracket first, because this parenthesis, which is the bracket, has higher precedence than every other thing. So what it will do is it will come into this bracket. This salary is a column. If you click on this, salary is a column. Look at it. This salary column. Are you with me? Commission percentage is a column, as you can see. So what it will do is it will come into this parenthesis, this inner one. It will act on it first. It's going to do salary multiplied by commission percentage. Now, if you have a row that is null, like this first row now, Stephen does not have commission. Now, that commission multiplied by salary, which is null multiplied by salary will return the value, which is 24,000. So null multiplied by 24,000 will give you null. When you add that null to salary, which is 24,000, it will equally give you null. So it means that the first parameter that is supplied to this Coalesce is null value. It will not return it. It will now go to the second parameter. The second parameter is salary plus 2,000. So it will look at the column that has salary. It will take this 24,000 and then it will add 2,000 naira to it and return it. So what it's doing now is that for any employee that does not have commission percentage, is going to add 2,000 to the salary of that employee and return it. Now, if employee has commission percentage, it will simply multiply that commission percentage with the salary and then add it, which will now be the commission for that employee for that month. It will now add that commission to what? To this salary. That will be the increment, the salary revision of that particular employee that has commission. But for an employee that does not have commission, it will add 2,000 plus the salary of the employee. Okay. Now, this Coalesce is like this NVL. Is used to return the first non-null value among the parameters that are supplied. So inside this Coalesce now, what is the bracket for this Coalesce? This is the Coalesce. This is the function that we are calling. This function. This is it. So the parenthesis for this function is this one and this one. You can see two of them are showing blue. So the parenthesis, the opening parenthesis for this is this. The closing one is this. Now, inside it, we are supplying two parameters. Coalesce can take minimum of two parameters, maximum as many as possible, right? So it's also going to take two parameters. Now, the first parameter is salary plus, then you open parenthesis again, which is now salary. This will have given me an error. So salary multiplied by commission percentage. So what is happening here is that if an employee has commission, that commission percentage will be multiplied with this salary to give you the monthly commission of that employee. Add it to the salary. That will be the salary review of an employee that has commission percentage. But if the employee does not have commission, The management has decided that, okay, for an employee that does not have commission, we want to add 2,000 naira to the salary of that employee. So that is the second parameter that is applied to the Coalesce, meaning salary plus 2,000. So if you have an employee like this Stephen King, the commission percentage is null. Automatically, in this arithmetic operation, what will happen is that null value will be multiplied to this salary. It will automatically give you null. When you now add that null, meaning you finish the operation of this parenthesis, you have finished this, the answer will be null if commission percentage is null. Now, the whole of that null value added to salary again will give you null. That is the rule in arithmetic operation. If there is a null value, automatically it is null. Are you with me? Now, since the Coalesce will not return a null value, it will skip the whole of this operation, which is this first parameter. And then it will come to this second parameter. The second parameter is what? Salary plus 2,000. So for Stephen, the salary is 24,000 plus 2,000. That will be 24,000. That will be 26,000. So that is what it is going to return as the salary revision of this Stephen. So let me run this for you to see. Let me run it. I'm going to execute it now. Now, can you see that? So look at Stephen. Stephen, okay, let me add salary column. Let me add salary column to you too. So I'm going to add salary, comma. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns now. So I'm adding. So now look at it. Can you see it? Now, first name, Stephen. Stephen has commission percentage as null. So the whole of this first parameter, the whole of this will be equals to null. So the Coalesce will not return that. It will now go to the second parameter. Then it will add salary to this. It returns the first non-null expression in the expression list. So if it sees an expression that is null, it will not return it. It will move to the next one until it finds the one that is not null. Once it finds the one that is not null, that is the one it will return. You can see that this person has commission percentage 0.4, right? Now look at the salary, 19,600. How did he get 19,600? Now look at this. You have, for this person that has commission percentage of 0.4, right? Are you looking at me? He's going to operate this. Now, commission percentage should be 0.4. So he's going to operate on this first parenthesis, this inner one. Commission percentage is 0.4, 0.4, right? Multiply by salary. Multiply by salary of that person is 14,000. So 14,000. Now equals to this. That is the commission, 55,600 plus the salary, which is what? 14,000. See, 19,600. That is how you got it. Can you see it? 19,600. Are you with me? But for this particular employee, the commission percentage is null. It means that this first parameter is going to come out as null. Because the rule is that since commission percentage is null, null multiplied by salary will give you null, plus salary will give you null. So it's going to go to the second parameter, which is salary plus 2,000. Salary plus 2,000 is 2,500 plus 2,000. Now it's giving you 4,500. Can you see that? Can you see? So what management decided to do is that for an employee that does not have commission percentage, we are adding 2,000 naira to the salary of that employee. That is what they did. So this is how you write the query to give you that output. I can give an alias to this by just saying revise salary. Now, because I'm putting a space between the revise and the salary, I have to put it in a double quote so that it will come out exactly like that. Now, if I run it, the whole of this column name will change to revise salary. Can you see that? Okay, so That is the Coalesce. Coalesce is doing the same thing as the NVL did.